Hey guys, Get Level here, and it is currently about midnight, and for some reason I have the urge to create a webcam overlay right now. So I've been meaning to make a similar video like that for a while because I wanted to show you how you can use photopea.com in order to do your graphic design on a browser. So no downloading, nothing, just straight from your browser, like from Chrome, and it's pretty much Photoshop, you know. I'm not familiar with it, so you're gonna see me maybe struggle with a couple of things because they might be slightly different, but in essence it's just like Photoshop, so I'm not even worried about that. Okay, now if you're watching this video because you're desperate, you don't have a webcam overlay and you don't know how to get one without paying someone to make one for you, I actually got you covered. Go to gumroad.com/getlevel and I have a bunch of full overlay packs for free. So go check them out. Also, I recently came up with an affiliate program which will allow you to make money through promoting those overlays. Just check out the links in the description and let's get right into the video. So I have absolutely zero plans right now. I'm just gonna narrate what I'm doing when I'm doing it. I am right now on photopea.com. That's just what it showed me when I just went to the website. Nothing crazy. I did not create an account. We're not wasting time. I'm in incognito mode, which some of you guys really like to point out when I do in my videos. The reason why I'm in incognito mode is not because I'm trying to hide anything. It's mostly because I don't want to have to log out to different accounts or sometimes have my results be affected by my previous research. Anyways, I don't know why I'm explaining that. Let's go with new project and a webcam overlay. You know what? We're gonna go crazy. We're gonna make it 1080p. So up there, let's type 1920 and 1080. All right. For the DPI, we want something high. I remember last time it actually messed it up because I changed the DPI. You see that? I don't know how to like make it not do that, or maybe I should change the DPI first. Anyways, let's go here and type 1920 and 1080. Okay, now we make sure we're not gonna have an oversized thing. The background's gonna be, you know what? Let's make the background. Oh, you can immediately have a transparent background. That's great. Okay, let's boop, click create. Look at that. Look how beautiful this is. I'm going to go down here and create a brand new. Again, I am not actually familiar with this, but I'm familiar with Photoshop and other software that are similar. So I pretty much know where everything might be. Okay. So something that I like to do with my webcam overlays is start with a basic shape. So I'm going to find the shape tool. Rectangle sounds fine. At this point, this is where you're going to basically decide more than just the colors and the graphic style. You want to know, like, you know, what are you trying to represent? Is it going to be grungy, or is it going to be sweet? Is it going to be a mix of both? Is it going to be like very, very grungy, or basically, is it going to be round and pink, or is it going to be sharp and, you know, diagonal lines and very sharp lines and stuff like that? This is where you design like the overall feel of it. Is it going to look realistic? Is it going to be flat? Is it going to have like realistic shadows, or are we going to go with like so many things, so many options? But this is where you can decide. You don't really have to, but technically I haven't really, but I think knowing you guys, if I want you guys to enjoy this, I should go with something sharp because I know you guys are really into that sharp stuff. That sounds weird. Okay, I'm gonna click up there where it says fill, and I'm gonna fill like my name was Philip. All right, I actually don't want this to be this big, and here's the first issue that I keep doing is Control T when it's actually Alt Control T, because Control T is already a shortcut on Chrome. So Alt Control T. So I get free transform, and now I can do this, but it's messing up my shape, and I'm gonna hold Shift for it to stay proportional. And we're just going to make it slightly smaller than the actual canvas. So if I want to add additional shapes, it's going to be easy for me. Now I'm going to do this, and I would like to, you know, Control A. Does that work? Oh, it does work. Okay, cool. With this selected, if I go to, I should find something to, okay, cool. I select the move tool here. I'm going to click here to center it on the horizontal line, or vertical and now horizontal. Now my shape is in the middle. Congrats, that's it. You made a camera over. I'm kidding. I mean, technically, all you have to do is slap your camera in there. I'm gonna hold Alt on my keyboard and try to drag and drop this. And it does duplicate it. Oh my God, this is great. This is Perfect. So Control Alt T. Let's not make the same mistakes twice. This is going to mess me up when I go back to Photoshop. Watch it happen. I'm going to hold, actually, I'm not going to hold Shift this time because since it's a rectangle, the proportions are going to be kind of different. Also, I want my top and bottom to be a little thicker than the sides. It's like a classic staple of webcam overlays. Now I'm trying to compensate for left and right because this is also going in the middle. In order to make you see it a little easier, I'm going to press U, which brings up my shape tool. And I'm going to change this. The colors, nothing matters right now. Okay, we're just placing things and see if we like it. Boom, we're going to center it just like I showed you before. And, you know, we have a basic border right now. I wouldn't mind having one of those borders that also give you where you can put your labels at the bottom. That would be cool. Control D to deselect everything. That actually works. Okay. The reason why I'm wearing a headset is because I'm also listening to music at the same time. Now let's go ahead, select the rectangle tool, and we're gonna do like the easy button. I love doing this for those rectangles because it's so easy. You just create a rectangle. You're gonna Control Alt T. You're gonna right click it, and we're gonna select perspective. Actually, you guys can't see it well. Let me change the color real quick. All right, that should be visible now. All right, I'm gonna Control Alt T and then select perspective, and we're gonna bring this in right now. Very like easy button in order to make something that is already sharp and with some diagonal lines. Super easy. Okay, we're gonna right click again, and now we're gonna click rotate. And here we're just gonna place it at the bottom, kind of in the middle. It doesn't really matter that much. I don't know if this has snapping or not. It seems to have snapping. So I'm going to guess that this is in the middle, but I'm going to Control A, press V to select the move tool, and then center it. It was centered. So the snapping is actually accurate. That's cool. All right, press U to bring up transform tool. Let's make this black just so it blends in a little bit better for our eyes. And we can see, oh, wow. Okay, cool. We have this. That's nice. We could duplicate this and holding Alt, clicking, dragging up, releasing. And I press Control T again, Control Alt T, boom, right click, we're gonna flip vertically, okay, and we're gonna place this one up top. Now, if you're the kind of streamer that would want to have their names show up, this is where you would want to put your name basically. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do it like that. We're gonna have this for the name. I'm not gonna make it too big. I want it to be, you know, kind of subtle. Kind of emphasis on it, and let's create another rectangle. I always say that art is just a bunch of rectangles. Let's create this one. We're gonna give this one a different color just so we can see what's going on. Let's go with green. We haven't seen green in a while. All right, we're gonna Control Alt T. I almost pressed Control T again. And is it distort or wrap? It's distort. And I'm gonna drag the corner, and this should distort. Okay, I'm gonna hold Shift so it kind of snaps to this line. You see that? You see how I'm moving, but it's staying kind of put. We're gonna try to replicate like kind of the same angle that we have on the other ones. It's always cool to keep your diagonals consistent, but you don't have to. That's just me being nitpicky and possibly crazy. Okay. Boom. All right. I like that. That's pretty cool. So we want this to be under those two things here, like your top and bottom one. But we actually want it to start after here. Okay. And since this is not a real border, I'm going to go ahead and just move it. I'm going to press V to select the move tool and then press the arrows until it looks like something. Actually, I'm going to put this, you know, I'm going to keep some distance. I'm going to give it a little padding because I think it might be a little interesting if like parts of the camera still show up underneath it. I haven't seen anything like it before. So let's Alt, click, drag, boom, duplicate, not Control T, Control Alt T. Oh my God. Flip horizontally. And now we're going to move it. Hold Shift just to make sure that it kind of snaps. Doesn't seem to work anyways. Okay. Doesn't matter. Now here's the question. When is it, you know, perfectly mirrored? Honestly, you can get away with everything. You know, if you got to get away with it, if it looks like it matches, it matches. But you might have someone who's like, I don't think this is 1 pixel left or 1 pixel right. If you don't want that, make sure you bring up your rulers. I think it was Control R. That works. Cool. Drag, just click on around here, drag and pop it here. And wow, okay, I had it. Totally had it. I don't know for the horizontal placement, but spot on. I'm so good. All right, let's bring this back up to say bye-bye to it. Pretty cool. You guys are like, wow, I don't like this green overlay. Hey, we're just placing stuff. I told you that. I explained that to you. All right, so I'm going to select both of those and I'm going to see what are my options when it comes to the stroke. That is the outline, if you will. If you must. If you moist. Okay, I can have a gradient as, okay. This is the part where we should choose a color actually. You guys love blue, but I've been doing so many blue things. Let's go for red, maybe. You guys like the red, right? Do you? All right, let's go for red. Keeping in mind that you can just add a filter in Streamlabs OBS or OBS Studio and it will change the color. There we go. Let's actually make this a thing. First time using the gradient tool and on Photopea. What happened to the angle there? I'm listening to music and oh, there it is. It is so hard for me to not sing along. Okay, so the gradient is going to be separate. I like it ish, but not really. I like it on this side and I want it to be like that on the other side too. So I'm gonna click fill and we're gonna go 180 degrees. Okay, you guys learned that in school. Then you can bump up the scale actually. Yeah, I think this is more subtle. 225. Let's go here. 225. Easy stuff. We're just improvising. You know, we're going with the flow. Doesn't look as good on the other one, or is it me? Yeah, it looks alright. Absolutely do not like the gradient for the outline though. So let's make that a little darker instead of a pure white. Let's go with a little, like, way lower than mid gray. That should make it look a little bit better. Let's close this. Okay, nothing changed. Oh. Hello? Hello? Let's do this. I'm actually going to copy the hex code just to make sure that I apply it to the... Oh, I didn't click OK, chat. Wow. I'm going to close this again. Select both of them and do it one more time. Sometimes you just got to look, chat. Sometimes it's not the software that is being bad. It's just you. Click OK. And now it's applied. All right. Okay. Well, not the best look, kind of flat, kind of easy. Hey, I know they just put a gradient on the outline. So what can we do to change that? I'm going to click on the left one here and I'm going to see what they have in terms of layer styles. Bevel and emboss is a good one, but you know, use with moderation. If I press Control Plus, that works. Okay, nice. Cool. I'm gonna press middle mouse button to move. That doesn't work. I'm gonna press space. That works. Okay, cool. I absolutely do not like the outline here, but I'm gonna have to do with it. Let's keep everything by default here and see what it looks like. You know what? It's supposed to be not too big, so let's keep it like that. But we will play with more of the effects. I just double click on the effects thing here. Should we go crazy with like an outer glow maybe? This is exactly like Photoshop. I can't believe this. I really can't believe this. Okay, so let's size it up a little bit. Oh, and it's actually spilling onto the background. I like that. Okay, cool. Lower the opacity a little bit. Remember that the gray part is going to be transparent. So yeah, I'm going to hold Alt, click on the effect, drag it up. That did not work. Can I can't copy the effects. I probably should stop trying over and over again. Maybe the plus thing here doesn't work. Okay, boom, boom. I get that. Or maybe if I do it here, hold, drag. No, this, I'm not trying to. Okay, that doesn't work. That's interesting. See? And oh, that worked. You just have to drag and drop the specific one. Okay. All you gotta do is be persistent. If the software doesn't do what you want it to do, just say no. Legally, it has to comply. All right. I feel like it's missing something in the middle. Maybe like something cheesy, like a V, or you know, one of those. Hey, I'm a gamer. Like V, play Valorant or something. Let's press the easy button. Either you can put a shape in there, or if you want, you can put, I don't know, like a letter, like V, X, Z, or Z for my British people. Yeah, we have the text tool selected. Let's click once. I don't know what's going on. Okay, déjà vu. I've been seeing this place before. Okay, what's happening here? Why is it so small? I so want to sing the songs that are playing in my headset right now. There you go. See my true intention. Sorry, okay. That's it. That's all you get, chat. I like that. I like this V. Okay, cool. I'm making it cheesy. We're cheesing it. Actually, V might be a little too personal. Just double click on it, see to select it here. I feel like X. Yeah, I feel like more people will relate to the X. What about the O? Now that is something. A. Oh, I pressed A. By the way, the reason why I'm trying to pick something that is kind of general is because I'm gonna make this available for free and in the description. So V though. V. All right. I definitely not. Easy buttons. Easy buttons. Let's go with X. This X is not cool though, but I'm gonna modify it with Control Alt Chi, and actually we're gonna stretch that one. Oh my god, red plus X, it makes me think of triple X. Oh, here's the snap. This thing is great. I'm holding Alt and Shift in order to scale from the middle and also maintain the proportion. You know what? Maybe it'll be good if things line up a little bit. For this one, I'm gonna keep it black, but I'm gonna have a outer glow that's gonna be like a red glow. That's what an outer glow is. There we go. This one is pretty cool. Might make it a little slightly bigger and a little like that. Transparent is gonna look different, but for the blending screen, it's gonna affect what's behind it. I like to have my linear dodge, which is basically super harsh-ish. This is nice. Let's move away the ruler here. Okay, now is the time to kind of decorate it. We have this black background here. I would love for it to be fused. This is not gonna work. Wait. It's a fake. It's a it's a full rectangle with that is filled, and then those things are different here, but I have some layers in between, so I can't just fuse them, right? I'm gonna select the gray part, and I'm gonna try to create a mask for that black part, basically. And I'm gonna go down here and find add raster. What the heck is that? Oh, raster mask. Oh, big brain. Okay, cool. All right, and now it disappeared, but do not fear. That's just because the mask is hiding the selection, showing the selection and hiding the rest. We want the inverse of that. So we're gonna press Control I and pray. That worked. Cool. Now, you might be thinking, well, nothing changed. It just went back. Now I can get rid of this. And this is pretty much what it's gonna look like. Okay, we're not done though. We are not Dundo. I don't know who Dundo is, but we are not Dundo. Let's go ahead and maybe fuse this or maybe put them in a group together. In that case, we're going to need everything that is behind it to be completely behind it, but that's fine. That's fine. That's completely fine. Okay. So we're going to select our little shape here. We're going to put that on top of our, now I'm thinking. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I'm thinking. I be thinking sometimes. You ever think, chat? Keep calling you chat. But that's what I call you, by the way. YouTube viewers, I know you guys are seeing this on YouTube. Your name is chat. I did a bevel emboss. This time I'm going to make it super depth. Like I'm going to bump up the depth. I'm going to go chisel hard to see what it looks like. Maybe a little too hard, a little too hard. Chisel soft. There you go. You know, always make a bevel emboss that represents you. I'm not that hard. That sounded wrong. Okay, that's that's alright. I would like to add a bevel to the whole thing. Can I add a bevel to the group now? That is the question. And also, this will probably... Oh, never mind. I thought this was part of the group. We can collapse those things so it doesn't look like we have too many layers. It always stresses me out when there's too many layers going on. Okay, let's go ahead and add a bevel here. Does it remember the exact... Oh, it does. Oh my God, chat. This thing is genius. So good. Okay, press 2. Well, I'm going to make it smaller than the other one. Easy stuff, easy stuff, easy stuff. And this is the part, if I really, really wanted to cheese it, I would go ahead and like find like a stock image of something like just abstract stuff and then just slap it onto it. But we might be able to create our own weird abstract pattern to go onto this. So let me press Control minus to zoom out a little bit. A little too rectangle-ish. What do you think? I would like to cut those corners a little bit. Boom, boom, like that. What am I seeing here? What am I seeing here? Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna create another shape. Control Alt T. We're gonna hover over the corner until we show the rotation thing. I'm gonna hold Shift so it gives me precise-ish rotation values. You can see 60, 30. It's struggling a little bit. Okay, here's that 45 that we are looking for. I never said that we were looking for 45, but we were the whole time. Yo, the music I'm listening to slaps so much. All right, remember when I said to stay consistent with the diagonals? I lied. I didn't lie, but you know, we do what we can. All right, what we're gonna do now is hold Control on your keyboard, click on the little icon near the shape. Boop, it's gonna select it. We can turn it off now, and basically we're gonna paint it out of the normal shape. Oh yeah, actually this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so make sure that you have the mask here selected and not the actual border. Press B to go to your brush. Okay, B for brush. Don't get too familiar with things where the letter has to do with the beginning, you know, the first letter, because the clone tool is S. So good luck with that. All right, you're gonna make sure that you have the color black selected. Yes, this one. It's in foreground color, and then you're gonna paint. This is basic masking, Photoshop, and you know, any design software really. Black will hide and white will reveal. All right, we're gonna turn on our little square that we had. I don't know if it's my internet, but this is starting to get a little bit, just a tiny little bit laggy. You see this? I don't know. I really don't know. I need to stop singing. I don't know if you guys know who Evan McIntosh is. That's what I'm listening to. They're kind of my favorite artists right now. Okay, layer is not editable because I don't have the wrong thing. We want to select the mask again. There we go. Okay, that's cool. I like that. I kind of want to add more spice to it. Let's do that. I should just make a quick tutorial and be done, but no, I want spice. I want my food to be spicy. I need to stop. Okay, let's create another rectangle. This time it will be visible. I cannot speak anymore. That's it. It is approaching 1 a.m. where I am here in, well, I'm not gonna say it because It's always funny to see people guess where I'm from, and I just press Control T instead of Control Alt T. All right, holding Shift so we can have like a 45-ish degree. Oh, 30 degrees is fine. Remember that thing about the angle being consistent? Forget about it now. I'm over it. I'm absolutely over it now. Now I'm thinking about how the labels are gonna come here. They're probably gonna stop around here. I'm gonna have them pretty thin. Okay, boom, boom, like that. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna select the main thingy around here. I cannot speak anymore. I'm gonna select the main border, like that background, that black background that we had. I'm gonna press Control, click on the little icon. Now it's selected, and I'm gonna create a mask onto this shape here. Actually, you know what? In order to feed one bird with two scones, and I press Control T again, Control Alt C. I'm gonna go ahead and try to match this. We're gonna eyeball this. There's probably a way to make it exact, but you know, your boy really counts on his eyeballs. I'm an eyeball kind of graphic designer. Boom, there we go. All right, I'm just straight up actually eyeballing it. Boop, boop, whatever, we're good. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna select that background. You know what? I'm gonna group those. Let me group them. Control G to group those two shapes, and we're gonna click on the mask. And there we go. Now it's inside. It's not supposed to be here though, but I'll take it. I'll take it because it inherited the bevel and emboss, and I kind of like that. Okay, cool. All right, let's collab this group. I didn't realize I was still in the group. So that gives it a little bit more of character. There's so many little thingies that you can add. You know what? Let's duplicate like this top part here. Let's duplicate it. We can make it Control Alt T. We can make it smaller. Let's make it angle right like that. Oh, come on. You got this. There you go. And you can add this on the inside or the outside. You decide. Bars. Right click here and percent. I like to put percent so I can see what the middle looks like, even though, how can this be 50%? That makes no sense. Wait, what? Why is the total, why is the total 50%? Hello? Okay, that doesn't make sense, but all right, we'll take it. We'll eyeball it, whatever. Control Alt T. I'm gonna drop this here. All right, we're gonna pretend this is the middle. Hold space in order to have the grab tool so we can move around. We want this. We want this to to be a little flatter. We're losing all the things that I said about the diagonal lines. We lost them. Okay, I don't know why you're still holding on to that. I don't know why you even listened to me in the first place. But let's place this in a way that we can duplicate on the other side though. I'm gonna press V to bring out the move tool, and isn't this, oh, okay, it's just being slow. All right, I got that. All right. Okay, cool. Let's duplicate this. Boom, we have a duplicata. I need to stop pressing Control T. And right click. Vertically, no, it's not vertically. Whatever. It's horizontally. There we go. Press space. Let's grab this. Oh, it's struggling. It is struggling right now. Maybe we're doing a little too much, chat. Oh, this is I just saw the middle line, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna stay consistent. You know what? We're so creative. We don't need things to be centered. Pretty much. We deal a lot with the pretty much, you know. I'm a big fan of the pretty much. And yeah, it just made a pretty badass looking camera overlay. All right. Should we do more? Oh, I hear you guys saying, oh, do more. All right, let me pull up the brush. I don't know if they have any crazy brushes in Photopea. Apparently not really. I'm going to create a new layer by clicking on, you know, that little file thingy here. I'm going to zoom out. And I'm going to select a red. I'll lower the opacity later. And I'm going to go random. So I picked like the square brush. I love when I make those tutorials and people are like, step 1, be very good at Photoshop, me randomly placing squares on the screen. You got this. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. That's all you need to do. I really wish you guys could listen to the music that I'm listening to. Okay, let's duplicate this. All right, I want to try certain things. I love how my internet is already like lagging a little bit. Let's blur and burp. You know, you blur and then you burp. Did you? What just happened? Where's the blur? Filter, blur, blur. Oh my God, it's one of those. Okay, Gaussian blur. Give me control. There you go. Now we're talking. I don't want them to look like that though. Oh. I still want to make it feel like a square. Boom. Improvising again, chat. This is not a technique or anything. It's like, hey, let's put some random stuff on our overlay. And this is what it would look like if I was putting random stuff on the overlay. Now let's go ahead and lower the opacity. Oh, maybe a little too much. Maybe we lowered the opacity a little too much. Okay, cool. Remember we duplicated that one. That's clear. Okay, cool. Let's actually make those squares not appear at the same time. At the same spot, I meant. Control-Alt-T. Boom. Okay. Booyah. All right. Sorry, I just right click and then I flipped it horizontally. I just flipped the image basically. So they switched places. And now we're going to go ahead and hold, well, we're going to place those on top of our frame thing. Yeah, frame is what it was called. Okay, cool. We're going to hold Alt on our keyboard and we're going to hover over the line between frame and layer 2. Layer 2 is the blurry one. And see what we get. And we don't get anything. This is very exciting. This is how you're supposed to create a clipping mask in Photoshop. I'm going to click anyways and see what happens. Oh my God, it actually created a clipping mask. Basically, all the pixels on that layer, that blurry square layer, let me explain this better. It's going to take into account all the visible pixel from the frame group, so this whole overlay thing, in order to match it with that layer on top. Basically, it's kind of a mask. It's a clipping mask. It's only going to show on top of it. If it's outside of it, it's going to be transparent. Which is the reason why you can barely see like 2 squares only. But if I move this, for example, you're going to see it's confined. You see that? It is very much confined to our mask. Basically to our webcam overlay, which is exactly what we want. But I'm not a huge fan of the count of squares showing up. I'm gonna Control-Alt-T. I almost Control-T again. We're gonna hold Shift, keep it proportional. They're squares. We don't stretch anything. This is one of my rules. Don't stretch. Try your best to not stretch anything. If you can help it, do not stretch. It's not cool to stretch. If I hold Alt like on the canvas and then I drag, does it duplicate? It does. Oh my God, I love this thing. Use this thing. I don't have Photoshop. This is free. I didn't even have to make an account. The basic commitment of creating an account, it didn't ask me for that. It was like, go ahead, King. You drop this. Boom, Photoshop Online for free. Love it. We're just going to place a couple of ones. maybe like that. We're gonna duplicate this. So we have some sort of glitch-ish. I'm not gonna call it a glitchy look, but random stuff. It's random stuff. Graphic design is random stuff. Hey, so many graphic designers watching this are like, stop saying that. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Okay, and then on top of all of that, I'm gonna go a little crazy. Just a little crazy. I know that my text, if I want to put like my name in there, it would be probably in white, although I might have like a red drop shadow or something like that. I'm gonna add a little bit of red. I'm gonna press B to open up the brush. We're gonna lower the opacity like crazy. Why am I speaking like that? And I'm gonna go with a fit size. Okay, round though, round, hardness 0, relief feather 9%. And I like to, you know, give it a little handmade touch, because simply using, you know, Photoshop bevel, emboss, glow, this and that, it can be a little, I don't know, it's very, very predictable. Basically, you can tell, like, even like anyone can tell, basically. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyone can tell, oh yeah, this is what they did in Photoshop, basically. I don't think it's that beautiful if people can immediately tell exactly the steps, and especially if it's people who are not even that advanced in Photoshop. You know, if you want to give it that little organic touch, just do a little brushy brush. Okay, just unpredictable gradients that are not perfect. And then we're gonna hold Alt, create a clipping mask on that one too. Boop. That didn't work. That actually canceled the clipping mask for some reason. It keeps canceling it. What is going on right now? Please. Oh, there you go. Okay, now it created it. As you can see, now we have the gradient. This is full form. Now it feels, you know, way less random. We're actually going to lower the opacity because I went a little too crazy here. If you have like a second color in your overlay, in your color scheme, this is where you would also kind of, you know, place it there. Lower the opacity up there. Nice. Yeah, I can add some text to say, you know, top shearer or top donator. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that, because since I'm making it available for you guys, you might complain about that point. You might be like, well, I'm not affiliate. What do I do? Or I don't want this. I don't want that. You add it. You open Photopea, you import this image, and then you click on the text, and then you add it. Okay. If you're watching this tutorial, you gotta be able to do it. But I think that's pretty much it. I can just select everything, make sure they're nice and huge. Basically that they, you know, fit that 1080p. Make sure I'm holding Alt and Shift in order to not lose the proportions, but still grab it up. Now the X has a drop shadow, so we need to be careful about that so that it doesn't cut the outer glow. Sorry, it's not a drop shadow, it's an outer glow. Actually, I did not use drop shadow at all today. Okay, this is mild concern right now. Oh, hello? What just happened? Oh, I'm somehow moved the opacity. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back. But yeah, we're fine. Control Alt T. We still have it. Why is it doing that? Oh, why am I going up the history? That's unusual. All right, let's bump up the opacity for everything. Kind of lagging. That's fine. Move tool, Control Alt T. Okay, let's manually move this. You could crop it if you want. Should I crop it? Let me crop it. So it's not going to be 1080p, but very close. Also, the aspect ratio is going to be 1080p. So keeping in mind that we have those things for the labels, that means that, you know, your camera is going to be even wider. Yeah, Yeah. So I'm gonna click once to see if it gives me any options. It doesn't, so I'm gonna go in like that. And then I'm gonna select a little bit, try to keep it kind of consistent. We have about this. There you go. I'm gonna press enter. It's gonna crop it, hopefully. There you go. And then I can just, you know, export it. Look at that. Here I can save it as a PNG. Also, I haven't saved the project at all. How are we gonna call this one? Absolutely no idea what I'm gonna call it. X. Let's call this one X. I'm not gonna upload it on Gumroad. I'm gonna upload it on Imager because, you know, it's just a fast project that took me. Oh my god, I've been recording for 43 minutes. Okay, cool. Webcam border. There we go. Save. And then the link will be in the description for the Imager. Just right click, save as, and then import it in your broadcasting software. How do I do this? Watch my other videos. Also, why are you watching tutorials on how to create webcam overlays if you don't know how to import an image in your broadcasting software? Everything in its own time, okay? Stop skipping steps. You're always going to be behind if you're skipping steps. All right, now that I downloaded it, everything that I do now is not going to be saved. This is how I would add the name. I would click text and I would probably be like, oh, what's your name? Whatever, my name, you know, now level. Boom. And then I would Control-Alt-T again. There's also other ways to resize, but Shift. I like resizing with the free transform tool. Okay, I can do this, I can do that. And as I said, I wanted it to be white. So I'm gonna select white, but I'm gonna add some effects. I want a drop shadow. Actually. I want a drop shadow, but I also want a slight glow. Let's see what that looks like. Why am I still in this tutorial? You guys get the point. I like to have my my glows be there, but also not overpower the drop shadow too much. It gives it more of a glowy look if there's also a little bit of shadow. It feels like light is hitting it. Anyways, this is it, guys. I hope you enjoy it. If you enjoy it, leave a like, leave a comment to say I liked it, and then subscribe. It's 1:14 a.m. now. And again, link in the description, both for Gumroad, if you would like to get, you know, free overlay packs or very affordable overlay packs. There will be a link to the affiliate form if you would like to make money promoting, basically advertising those free overlay packs. And there will be a link to this camera overlay if you want it. I might be even more generous and actually upload a couple of different versions. If you don't like red, you can add right click on it on your broadcasting software, go to filters, add a filter, select color correction, and then play with the hue. That will, let me show you what it will do. I really need to stop working on this. What it will do is exactly this. It will bring up this, and as you can see, hue. This is what will happen. You will be able to select whatever color you absolutely want. This is the reason why I made it one single color, so that there would be no conflict. So if it's red, pink, blue, green, anything, you can make it happen. So download it and then add the filter in your broadcasting software. Let me delete this and go back to the scene. Anyways, this has been so long. Top right. YouTube will tell you what they think is the best video you should watch next. If you like this video, just let me know, okay? And at the bottom, it will tell you what they think. Wait, my latest video is going to be at the bottom. I really don't want to edit this video at all. Anyways, thank you so much. Me not wanting to edit this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys next time. Go out there, make me proud, get a level from 1 a.m. out.